Last year, when I was doing first fruits, I gave my entire check for January. And I'm sure you're probably wondering, so how you do it? Because like you, I have mortgage. Yeah, I owe NHT. Like you, I have children and I have lunch money and all the other fancy things that we need to do in life. But I also was at a place where I said, God, is either I'm going to believe you or I'm going to believe you. And I'm choosing to believe you. So I said, I am giving you all of January. Now watch this. And then when I was making the decision to give my January check, you must also know, I did say to myself, Mr. Me, we take care of NHT February, March. I saw my accounting months. I said, I will make it up. Yeah, man, because what I also wasn't going to do, we're not going to no savings to pay no data. Like, if you understand how me work, I'm not touching it. Like, if he said he's going to provide, then Nigel have to provide. And so I gave January and I walked away from it, not feeling anyway. I was actually happy to give. Couldn't wait for the night come to. Because I think I came down from Kingston the Friday evening. And I gave. And so in February when I'm reconciling, you're doing a budget, right? In February when I was reconciling, I called NHT. Because sometime, every now and again, we put one little $2,000 penny mortgage amount time. Every now and again. And so when I called NHT, watch this, NHT said to me, you don't owe any money. I said, what you mean? And the lady said, no man, you don't. I see where you're paid up to February. I said, what you say, ma'am? She said, you're paid up. No, you see, if you know me, big up to Simone who knows my heart. If you know me, you will know. When it comes on, I budget. I don't buy. My children know this. I don't buy if I never write it down. Yeah, man, we have to put this in. And so I called NH and him said, paid up to February. So I was saying to myself, yes, God, yes. And then after I came off the phone, I said, but hold on, man. But from my NWC days, I said to myself, I said, but Diana, you know how this thing works. If somebody had overpaid on your account, then them are going to find out and they go be credited. So I called back NHT. Come on, make sure. And I called again and I said to them, tell me, man, how much was paid? Yes, when they tell me how much was paid, it could go into March. I say, all right. All right, God. I said, God, where did this money come from? Come on, know. I was curious. Because I know I didn't go up there like I normally do. Long and short of it, the calls in February started to sound like, as a matter of fact, a friend of mine called me and she said, I'm sending my husband to you with something. It's my good brethren, I ain't questioning it. Husband come drop off one envelope and I didn't even get to open it at the same time. So I'm going to my room in the night and open it. It's a mortgage receipt. I called her and I said to her, how did you know my account number? She said, Dan, I was praying and the Lord told me to bless you. I say, God, yes, thank you, hallelujah. And I received it, from one friend to the next. Fast forward to August. No, before I reached to August, in April, when COVID, and my company started to furlough some people. When you work somewhere in a position and you feel like you're good to go because your position high. But am I alone? All right, I'm alone. So yes, I was thinking, all right, Diana, you're safe. But then when I got to work, I realized directors were going. I said, director, go. I said, God is serious. Because when you see every level is being touched, it is a cause for concern. But somehow I was not concerned, to be honest with you. I remember I was talking to my sister and I said, you know what? This was an assignment. And if this is where God says it stops, I am okay with it. And me keep me cool. Me not tell us, I'm never looking at my book and say, well, look like I could have survived for X month. I did. Any normal mother would. I'm a single mother. Anybody would. But there was no fear in my heart as it relates to how this was going to play out and if I'd be okay. And I was not concerned. And I watched God preserve me. Preserve me through it all. So much so that I had people asking me, is which church I go? I want to know which church I go. When people start asking which church I go, you know, so them see God. You know they saw something supernatural that happened. And so I began to take fresh bread and I started to share our online link with them. Bless the Lord. Fast forward on to August, I decided I was going to make a purchase. Because you see, while many people were having a fearful year, 2020 was my best year ever. Best year ever. And I remember as I was signing the paperwork to do the purchase, and I sat in the parking lot of my attorney's little place. And I just wept in my car. Till our receptionist come and say, Miss Diana, you're all right? And all I could say to her was, I said, God is faithful. Faithful. Because there's no way in a year where people are experiencing lack that God did this. And so I walked in here the Sunday morning. I think I came to first service. And I just stood at the back and I was just saying, God, you're faithful, you're faithful, you're faithful. And as I went and I knelt on my knees, I remember I said to God, I said, God, how you do it? And I heard clearly the Lord say, I honored your first fruits. I honored your first fruits.
The devil came up with shame, but I overcame. Tried to tarnish my name, but I overcame. On my history press replay, but I overcame. Brought condemnation once again, but I overcame. Yes, I overcame by the blood of the Lamb. And I can testify His grace is why I stand. So now with the oil of praise and gratitude for all my days, I can lift my hands and say, I overcame. I overcame by the blood of the Lamb. And I can testify His grace is why I stand. Thank you. So now with the oil of praise and gratitude for all my days, Alpha and Omega, I can lift my hands and say, I overcame.